It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Breeze now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Pittsburgh.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
16 yards.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Number 28,
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And now look at him go. The 30. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A first down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Edelman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Caught by Nelson left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. J.J. Nelson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Blankenship for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
Well,
yards.
remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a play fake. Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Following the interception here, Mariota airing this one out for, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 55. Mike 55. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike, 55.
11. 55. Hey, let's get down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mariota on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 31 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 95-56. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Mike, check 33.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check, 55.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 3. Bang, 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 bang.
Play fake. Mariota lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. J.J. Nelson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. You got nothing.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Give me some. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 55.
Breeze now. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. J.J. Nelson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 54. Big stop, Pete. Big stop.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
And a Steeler first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, easy. Right there in the middle. 55. Coming.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And Jones has it over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ronald Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
55.
Breeze going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yeah. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it. Hey, kill. Where's that?
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he locates Walker, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Ready. 5-8. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm here all day.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mike 55. Let him. Here we go, T. Here I come. Mike 55. And we got to get to the ball, T.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Sammy! You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's just me and you.
Breeze now on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
36. Oh, you got D? 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Watch one. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here it comes. Check.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. J.J. Nelson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 54, Steelers 7. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Steelers.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dwayne Smoot able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Here we go.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Trap 60. Mike 55. Dragon 60. 55. Target, go.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now left side on the swing pass. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Mike 55. Don't get nervous. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Breeze to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check, 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 check. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53. Mike, 53.
Breeze now to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Now this time Breeze will throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
End of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Bengals 54, Steelers 21.
To the air again, Mariota. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Evans, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Blankenship set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
We're good. Right forward, ready. 57's Mike. So don't say nothing. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Man out, man.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Pittsburgh.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On play action, now Breeze. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
They certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Break it down. Easy, opposite. 55. Come on, D. We go 21.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Mariota's pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Come on. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Going deep down. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Jonathan Taylor.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 53.
Now Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
67. Steelers 36.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 74. Steelers 36. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to let it go deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd down and 3.
Crunch time, defense. 13. Mike 57.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Breeze now. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Breeze looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Hey, kill. 53. Mike.
One final try here for Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, right?
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.